If I asked you right now, what is the most valuable thing you own? You might say your phone, your car, your savings. But what if I told you the most valuable thing you have is something you are spending right now without even realizing it? It is time. And today I want to tell you a story about a boy, his father, and an old watch. That changed everything. There was a boy named Zayan. Zayan was 17 years old, restless, distracted, always rushing. He stayed up late. He woke up late. He put things off until tomorrow. And when his father would remind him, Zayan, time is precious. Don't waste it. Zayan would nod politely and then go right back to whatever he was doing. He had heard those words so many times they had stopped meaning anything. Until one evening, everything changed. His father came home holding a small wooden box. Inside was an old pocket watch. Silver, engraved, worn at the edges. It had belonged to his grandfather and his grandfather's father before that. Zayan looked at it curiously. Baba, this watch looks old. Does it even work? His father smiled and placed it in Zayan's hand. Wind it, he said. Zayan wound the small crown at the side, and the watch began to tick. Steady, clear, unhurried. Tick, tick, tick. His father sat down beside him. Do you hear that? He said quietly. Zayan nodded. That sound is the sound of your life passing. Zayan looked up. Every tick is a second you will never get back. Not for any price. Not for any reason. His father leaned forward. You can lose money and earn it back. You can lose a job and find another. You can lose almost anything and find a way to recover. He paused. But you cannot earn back a single second of time. Zayan held the watch a little tighter. Then why do I waste it? He asked quietly. His father looked at him for a long moment. Because you cannot see it leaving, he said. Money leaves your wallet, and you notice. Time leaves your life, and it makes no sound. That night, Zayan could not sleep. He lay in bed listening, not to music, not to his phone, just to the watch on his bedside table. Tick, tick, tick. And for the first time, he really heard it. He thought about all the hours he had let slip away, the mornings wasted in bed when he was wide awake, the evenings spent scrolling through other people's lives instead of building his own, the conversations he had half listened to, the dreams he had kept saying, I'll start tomorrow. And he realized something that shook him. Tomorrow is not promised, but right now, this second is. Here is what the science of time tells us. Psychologists and researchers have found that human beings are remarkably poor at valuing their time. We treat time like it is unlimited and money like it is limited. But the truth is the opposite. Money is renewable. Time is not. A study from the University of British Columbia found that people who prioritize time over money report significantly higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Not because they have more time, but because they are more conscious of the time they have. The people who live the most meaningful lives are not the ones with the most hours. They are the ones who treat every hour as if it matters. The next morning, Zayan woke up before his alarm. He sat with the old watch in his hand for a few quiet minutes. And then he began. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast, not after one more episode. Right then. He opened the book he had been meaning to read for 3 months. He called his grandmother, whose voice he had not heard in weeks. He went for a walk outside instead of spending another hour on his phone. Small things, simple things, but things he had been putting off as if time was endless. And that evening, when he sat with his father, he didn't say much. He just handed the watch back. His father looked at him and smiled. Keep it, he said. Why? His father stood up slowly. Because now I think you will actually use it. Time is the great equalizer. Every person on this earth, rich or poor, young or old, powerful or unknown, gets the same 24 hours. What separates the people who build something meaningful from those who don't is not talent, not luck, not opportunity. It is simply this: how consciously they chose to spend each hour. You will never get today back. Not this morning, not this conversation, not this moment, but you still have right now. And right now is enough if you choose to use it. So here is the question I want to leave you with. If today was the last page of your story, would you be proud of how you spent it? If the answer is no, then change something today, not tomorrow. Because somewhere, an old watch is ticking, and it is not waiting for you to be ready. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember, the most expensive thing in the world is wasted time. Don't spend it like it's free. Subscribe for more psychology and life stories.